my husband's scrambled eggs. One of the tricks is you start with bacon on the same pan you're going to cook the scrambled eggs. Another one of his tricks, he scrapes the bacon grease off the bacon. And he flips the bacon after he's gone all the way down and scraped all the grease off the one side. And then once it's all flipped, he'll scrape the grease off again. These are the spices. That is onion powder. That is oregano. Peppercorn medley grinder. Scrape the burnt stuff off, but some of the stuff around the edges can stay. Flavor. See, burnt stuff gone, but we still want flavor. He's got those underneath to lift it up to allow the bacon grease to drain. Now he's going to do all of the egg stuff, and then he'll speed it up and do a time lapse for you guys and put all instructions on the screen. So here we go. Okay, so now I'm going to make griddle cakes. What I have here is 3 cups of flour. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, you can change this up and add all kinds of different things. You can do a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice and then add almond extract. You can do a cup of pumpkin puree. And then you don't use as much milk. And then add the pumpkin pie spice. You can do all kinds of things to this. This is more of a griddle cake than a pancake. Stop photobombing me. Okay. So 3 cups of flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, I add a couple of tablespoons of maple syrup. Now this is not generic maple syrup, this is just an empty bottle because I buy big gallon jugs and split it down into smaller jugs. And then you add anywhere from 3/4 of a cup to 1.5 cups of milk, depending upon how runny you like to have your griddle cakes. Mix it up. You can add honey instead of maple syrup. You don't have to add honey or maple syrup. You can add the juice from fruit that you've covered in sugar, and then you take the juice off of it. Altogether, I've added about 1.5 cups of milk. Depending upon how thick you want it, depends upon how much milk you want to add. I'll show you what about 1.5 cups of milk looks like once it all gets incorporated in there. Remember, you don't want to whip out the chunks in the pumpkin or pancake mix. You always want to have some chunks in there. You just don't want it to be thick. So that's about how we like ours. And then we're gonna next stage. Gotta do this quick because I'm running out of battery. I take all that grease my husband drained off of the bacon, and I start with about, the very first one I do is about 2.5 tablespoons of bacon grease. And then I turn my griddle on low. So, well, medium low, so like 4 to 6. I let it heat up, and then I add a scoop of the griddle batter to the griddle, and I fry it up on both sides, and then I pull it off. I'll show you the complete finished project in a full plate when we come back, because I need to save battery. There we have it. Griddle cakes, eggs, and bacon. Perfect breakfast. This is how I do my griddle cakes. I take a scoop of my homemade jams or jelly, doesn't matter what flavor, spread it all over my pancake / griddle cake, smother it in maple syrup. So good. Alright guys, thanks for coming along, learning how to make my husband's perfect scrambled eggs. And we'll see you all in the next one.